Hi, welcome to or back to my channel. I just want to let you know that my video schedule will be changing from weekly to probably monthly. I can't believe this is the last installment of my Warrior Cat series. I've been doing this series for a few months now, so I'm really excited to show you the last clan. This clan lives in eastern Washington in Little Palos, I don't know how to pronounce it, Falls. This is Mire clan, the sleepy and unmotivated cats. Mires symbolize a situation that is unpleasant and hard to escape, which I feel suits them very well. Our leader is Maple Star, a black and orange spotted calico she-cat with short fur and yellow eyes. Maple Star is a sweet cat, but not the best leader. She doesn't really lead the clan, she just lets them do what they want as long as they bring prey to the prey pile. She isn't really motivated to lead. Becoming leader was an accident, as the previous leader thought they would outlive her until a fatal accident happened and they died. Also, I did forget to add the tabby. I play Oopsie Daisy. I also put the star on her heart as to symbolize that she leads with her heart, just not in a very good way. Also, I made the tufts around her neck look like a maple leaf. It was kind of hard to do because it's the neck, but I think I did well. Our deputy is Moonclaw, a black she-cat with short fur and hazel eyes. Moonclaw is a sleepy cat. She's been given all the responsibility of leader, while the leader gets to lounge around, and she can't find the time to take a nap or sleep with all the work she has on her hands. For her design, I kept it simple. I wanted her to look very strong, very buff, very square frame, and I gave her a couple moon motifs by adding some white spotting on her pelt. Let's talk about our medicine cat. They're a mostly white, black, and red mackerel calico tabby she-cat with short fur and amber eyes. Another sleepy cat we have here, meet Blackfin. For her design, I wanted to do a pose I hadn't done before, which I think I did well on. I made her tail pretty fluffy and gave it black patterning, hence her name. I made the calico patterning similar to a koi fish. Also, yes, I did forget the tabby markings again. This has been a pattern throughout all of the series. She also has spurts where she's definitely busy due to the fact that cats aren't motivated to take care of themselves when they're sick or they don't clean up after themselves. So she can be very busy time to time, and other times she gets pretty long breaks. But it's a very odd job for her. After them, we have our warriors. First up is Crane Claw, a blue tongue with long fur and copper eyes. When I was coloring Crane Claw, I made a fatal mistake. I forgot to make him blue. I made him black instead by accident. And I don't know how I made that mistake, but I did. And then I forgot to make his hair long, so I kind of had to add tufts in at the last minute. I mean, the cool thing about his design is that I made his tail into like the shape of like bird feathers and stuff like that. And Crane Claw is a very introverted cat who likes to be by himself or be with his kids. Next up is Marionberry, a black classic tabby she-cat with short fur and gold eyes. She is an annoyed, tired cat with no patience and speaks very few words. So, if you can't tell, she's named after the Marionberry. So to make the purple color, I made the brown skew towards a more redder brown and a more darker grayer side to show the reason why they were given that name. I don't know why, but when I was making the classic tabby design, it was just fun. I loved making all the shapes with the colors and the blobs and everything. Also, fun fact, she really hates the leader. She finds her very annoying and immature. Rowan Gaze, a short-haired red-ticked tom with yellow eyes. Originally a she-cat, Rowan Gaze realized that he was a tom and is pretty happy with his life. Like I'm happy with his design. My favorite parts were the coloring and his goatee. For his colors, I wanted them to blend to a more redder orange to a orangey orange, which I'm glad I did because I made his eye colors pop with this design, which makes his name fit even more. Also, this time I didn't forget his tabby marking. I did also add white marking / spotting as it just felt right with his design. It kind of felt like it added cooler colors to it, if that makes sense. But I do think his design is one of my favorites, though. Caribou Flower, an apricot mackerel pseudo tabby she-cat with short fur and green eyes. Caribou Flower is a shy and quiet cat, and she doesn't really like confrontation, and has just been chilling with the other cats. I did my best to make her look similar to a caribou. I gave her white spotting on her neck as like a caribou has, and I gave her somewhat of a similar face shape the best I could. I wanted her eyes to contrast the rest of her color scheme, while the orange is bright and with darker oranges to make it more calm and more muted. But for her eyes, they are a very bold green, hinting at another side of her. After them is Miss Stripe, a blue tom with long fur and yellow eyes. Miss Stripe is a soft tom and doesn't really like to talk. He prefers to be quiet, he likes to lounge around in the sun and hasn't found anything to motivate him yet. It's like he's stuck. Miss Stripe has a simple and calm design. All the colors are very muted and calm. The blue and gray and white are there to help make a connection to his name and show the calm and unchangedness, while yellow is also calm, but there's curiosity in his eyes. Maybe a spark that he needs to find some motivations. A short-haired black and orange classic calico street cat with gold eyes. Meet the uninterested and unmotivated cat, Yarrow Bark. She hasn't truly found something that to spark or motivate her yet, which sucks. But anyways, for her design, I gave the black parts of the calico, and I made them into the shape of bark, like the suffix of her name. And some of the orange bits are shaped like bark, but they're mainly just blobs. Other than that, I'm honestly really happy with her design. I just really like it. Meet Spotted Wood, a short-haired, red-spotted pseudo-tabby she-cat with hazel eyes. When looking for Spotted Wood on Google, I got two things. It's the spotted tree and the spotted wood owl. And oh boy do they look cool! I would take inspiration from the spotted tree, but they weren't in the same vibes nor color schemes. So I took inspiration from the Pacific madrone tree. And the owls I took inspiration from were the spotted wood owl and the northern spotted owl, especially with the coloring on their face. Then I give them sharp tufts like the peeling bark on the Pacific madrone tree. If there's anything I would change with this design, it would probably be not adding so much white spotting, especially on their back. It just makes it look weird, but I can't kind of go back and change it now. Finish the entire design. Our last warrior is Spider Tree, a black tom with short fur and yellow eyes. Hence his name, I made him fucking tall and strong. I tried to make him spindly, but he ended up buffer for some reason. Also, he's really the only cat who contributes to the prey pile and works his ass off. Because of this, he's been tired and grumpy most of the time. Other than that, there isn't much to say about him other than him being mates with rowing gays. Alright, here are our two apprentices. First up is Cricket Paw, a black and red mackerel calico tabby with short fur and blue eyes. Cricket Paw is a bold cat, and that's what I wanted them to do with their design. I gave them a bold pose, I gave them bright blue eyes to show that, and I also gave them spiky fur to show their sharpness. Cricket Paw loves to help and do what they can to contribute with the clan in any way, shape, or form, which they probably get from their mentor Spider Tree. They have shared a lot of influence with Cricket Paw. Also, Cricket Paw's parent is Yarrow Bark. Meet Shaded Paw, a blue mackerel tabby tom with long fur and gold eyes. Like their parents Caribou Flower and Miss Stripe, Shaded Paw is pretty shy. I also gave them a darker shade of blue onto their blue color pelt to make it look like they were in shade, and I made the gold very bright so it looked like it was illuminating against the shade. Shaded Paw and Cricket Paw have been very good friends, but Shaded Paw has always been a little bit confused with how Cricket Paw acts, but they're also a little bit curious as well. Alright, next up on our roster is the Queens. First up is Foxcloud, a short-haired red she-cat with amber eyes. Foxcloud is pretty tired of wrangling two high-energy kids. Her mate Craneclaw has been helping her out in any way they can, but these two kids have just bounding endless energy. Like her name, I gave Foxcloud fox patterning on her design, and I give her a giant fluffy big tail as well. Some cats from the other clans confuse her for actual fox, and she always laughs when they do. Shall we meet the two little kits that sound and act like they're on caffeine 24/7? I think we should. First up is Birch Kit, a extra energy kit with short orange fur and copper eyes, with white spotting as well. Snowy Kit is a curious and fast kit with long black and white fur and amber eyes. Soundstone, a short-haired orange she-cat with yellow eyes. Soundstone is a very serious and exhausted cat and is helping Foxcloud's kits. She had taken care of a loner's kit while she was recovering from being sick, and she had a handful with these guys for the past few weeks. The loner and her kits did leave though. Also, with her design, I gave her strong colors and tried to give her pretty cool patterning, which I think I did pretty well on. Lastly is our two elders. First up is Brindlefur, a short-haired black and orange mackerel tortoise she-cat with green eyes. Also, for some reason, I didn't add the green. I made them have yellow eyes instead, and I forgot their mackerel tabby markings. I play oopsie daisy. Anyways, for their design, I tried to make them have brindled fur. It looks okay. This was my first time doing a brindled fur design, but I could do better in the future. She's a pretty sleepy cat and naps all the time, and she is very annoyed with the warriors not doing their jobs. Alright, we've hit the final cat. This is Shadowfeather, a short-haired black she-cat with yellow eyes. For Shadowfeather's design, I gave them tufts in the shape of feathers on their chest, legs, and tail. I put darker shades of black to mimic shade on them, like Shaded Paw, and I made their pose look like they were rising up from slumber, as they were, and is a very tired cat, and a little bit grumpy sometimes. Shadowfeather is Shaded Paw's grandma, and they get along very well. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. 2 of my videos have hit almost 500 views. I didn't think I'd get here so far so fast. And for that, I thank you all. I'm sad and happy that this series is ending. This has helped improve so much of my art and my art journey. I will be doing animatics of these characters in the future, but I will also be doing world building and stuff, and I really hope you tune in to see those as well. My schedule will change. I will be doing it most likely every month, unless something happens or I don't have art for the month. But other than that, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and please like and subscribe. Thank you all.